Welcome back, fellow milk drinkers, to yet another Monday Milk Review. My name is Jacob, and today we're going to be looking at the Dare Peanut Butter Iced Coffee. Now, this is a new drink. I don't know how long it's been around for, but as far as I'm aware, this released only a couple days ago. That was when I first saw it, and I got it on the day of its potential release. Now, I have heard that these are going to be available at Coles. However, so far, I've only seen them at the 7-Eleven. They are likely to reach Woolworths and Coles as well, but 7-Eleven is currently your best bet. There recently was the Oak Choc Peanut Butter, which was a massive letdown. The peanut butter just kind of tasted a little bit burnt, so I'm hoping not to see a similar trend in this drink. I've had actually quite a number of friends really interested in it, so I'm looking forward to getting the feedback to you who actually wants to try the drink. As you can see, it is your standard Dare design. There's nothing too fancy about their bottle work in this item. The Dare formula is pretty much set at this point. You're always going to see a similar bottle with an alternating lid color. And information for my caffeine fiends, it has 18 milligrams of caffeine. I'll compare that to some market averages as well on screen now, but with all said and done, let's get straight into this. Give it a good shake and crack it open. Obviously, we can see the color from the outside of the bottle. Giving it a sniff from the bottle, it has a very clear peanut butter aroma. I can notice that almost straight away. It's very distinct, very defined. There's no hidden peanut butter behind caffeine. The smell is primarily peanut butter. I don't think I really got any scent of caffeine in that. Or I should say coffee, shouldn't I? Is there a difference? I'm pretty sure there's a difference. Coffee has a smell, but I don't think caffeine necessarily has the same smell. Caffeine is the drug, right? Someone let me know in the comments. It's too late now, but it'll be interesting to learn. Random confusion about caffeine aside, let's pour it into the glass. You may be able to see it just behaves like a standard flavored milk. There wasn't really anything of note from that thickness, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't particularly impressive, but it definitely wasn't concerning. My prediction is that it's going to have a very similar body to every other Dare before it. Smelling from the glass now, I think I would liken it to the peanuts in a peanut M&M. It doesn't have the same smell as peanut butter, the actual spread, for instance, but how does it taste? Let's get into it. I did not expect that. That is a very interesting flavor. It tastes neither like peanut butter, but it doesn't taste like an iced coffee at all. But it's so much more subtle than I expected. I believe the two flavors are competing against one another. They seem to mask each other's overpowering sense of presence. One thing that I definitely want to note, it doesn't have the burnt taste like Choc Peanut Butter did by Oak. I know some people really value an iced coffee over a flavored milk, and if you want something which is sweet and it doesn't really taste like caffeine, this may be a really good choice for you. Although you are looking at mochas as well. Mochas don't really taste of caffeine, and I think mochas are quite nice. But if you're wanting something which just isn't coffee and chocolate, this is a cool alternate. As far as the viscosity goes, as I predicted, it's basically your standard Dare. This is going down really easily. I had heard from a friend, actually, he advised me that he didn't really like this, but I don't find it that bad after all. I don't think it's an exceptional drink, but I am going to give it a lot of points for being first on the market. I don't think I've ever heard of a peanut butter iced coffee. Never heard of that before, so I really do support when companies do something a little bit left field. I definitely welcome it. It's awesome to see something so strange. And you know, it works too. Peanut butter is a pretty acceptable flavor. It's great on toast by itself, or you mix it with Nutella and it's delicious, or with strawberry jam and it is fantastic. But enough about toast. Let's wrap up the Dare peanut butter iced coffee. I think it's fantastic. The body is kind of what you come to expect, but it's very drinkable. You don't have to suffer through overwhelming thickness, and it doesn't really feel thin. And for that, I'm gonna rate it an 8 out of 10. To be honest, I feel like I could bring some points down because of the flavor. The flavor is still really good, but I don't know if I prefer it over a mocha. I still really like mochas, and it gives you that caffeine without the coffee taste. If you are really into your coffee, I don't think this one's for you. This seems more for the casual plebeians like myself who don't really have a palate for coffee. And whilst I finished that glass with relative ease, I actually had to slow myself down. That about wraps us up for this week's episode of the Monday Milk Review. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's episode, be sure to drop a like. It really helps out my channel, or video really, get promoted to others. And if you really want to stay up to date with all of the weird and new flavored milks I'm trying, do subscribe. You'll be seeing a video from me every week on Monday at the very least. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you next week in the Monday Milk Review. Bye bye!